This could be bad for crypto holders. Binance, did you guys see the headline today? What we're looking at, crypto exchange Binance will suspend US dollar transfers starting on February the 8th. I would love to know what you guys think about this. I don't know, man. I trade stocks and options. I don't really mess with crypto. I played it a little bit when we had the nice run up, but as a day trader, as a scalper, I'm getting in and I'm getting out. I'm not one of these, just hodlers who's going to buy and hold and hope for the moon, right? I'm going to take my little bit of profit. I'm going to move on. I'm going to look for the next setup, but this doesn't sound good to me at all. I'm going to go ahead and read you some of the article here. We're going to go through it. We're going to go over some of the points. We're going to, I'm going to ask you guys what you think. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comment sections. Do you think it's going to affect, the price of the coin of Binance BNB? Do you think it's going to affect the price of other cryptos, right? So let's go ahead and get into this article here. So CNBC is kind of putting out 26 minutes ago, crypto exchange Binance will suspend US dollar transfers. Here are the key points from the article, right? Because I'm not going to read everything word for word, right? I'm just going to give you the highlights, right? So what we're looking at, Binance will suspend US dollar withdrawals and deposits for international customers beginning on February the 8th. To me, this does not sound good, right? If I'm someone who has my money in Binance or I'm someone who believes in crypto and Binance is one of the biggest, if not biggest, that is out there, right? International wise. Do I feel confident that my money is going to be safe and protected? Let's say, for example, I bought years and years ago, right? I'm holding crypto from 10 years ago, right? And I've got it in Binance, or, even the last 4, 5, 6 years. Let's say you've made some money and you've got, the point I'm trying to make is, let's say you've got money in Binance, you're holding some coins, you're holding some assets in there, and they go ahead and they do something like this. I would be petrified out of my mind that I'm going to lose all of my money, right? So the average person, we have to think about it. I'm a full-time day trader. I'm an options trader. I understand how the markets work, right? Crypto, stocks, Forex. I understand the way the markets work, right? What I'm saying is this. If you're the normal average person who is invested into crypto and your money is in Binance, would this not scare the living daylights out of you? What is this going to make the average person do? Right? Go ahead and withdraw the money. The next one, Binance banking partner Signature Bank in January raised transaction minimums for dollar transfers. Millions of dollars worth of crypto flowed out of Binance after it announced the suspension, but the company says it remains net positive. Now, of course, they're going to say that, right? Even if you're getting millions and millions of dollars withdrawn, are you going to want to go on the record and say, no, we're losing money from the bottom line, we're bleeding like crazy, this thing is a dead horse, right? Of course not. You're going to have to try to save the publicity, right? Because at the end of the day, this is all publicity. Is it really going to change anything at all? Maybe, maybe not. I would love to hear what you guys kind of think about it. Here's this lovely fella right here. Anyways, we know who he is. CEO over there. Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, will suspend US dollar deposits and withdrawals, the company said Monday, without providing a reason for decision. This is the only problem that I have with, international brokers or international exchanges, right? They look good, they show great profits, they show great things, the platforms are great. But they can do this at any time, right? They can do this at any time. And me as a trader or an investor or a long-term holder or whatever, right, is not something that I'm going to feel too comfortable about, right? I would not be feeling comfortable about this. We are temporarily suspending bank transactions, right? So temporarily. So for how long? But how many people are going to actually withdraw their money before that 8th deadline, right? Which is coming up in just 2 days, right? CNBC spokesperson told, okay, blah, blah, blah. Affected customers are being notified directly. The company said less than 0.1% of our monthly active users leverage USD bank transfers, and added that we are working hard to restart service as soon as possible. So they're not releasing as to why they're stopping transactions, and they're not releasing as to when they're coming back, but they're going to say that they're working on it to come back. Doesn't make any sense when you look at the big picture, right? And again, I'm going to look at this from the other side of the spectrum. I'm not going to go into everything. I'm going to look at this from the average person who is invested. The average person is not going to do all this homework. The average person is going to read the key points. The average person is going to get that email or the notification through Binance that they're going to stop and limit these transactions. They're going to think about what happened to the collapses of everything else, and they're going to take their money out, right? It's not the smartest business practice on Binance, for at least not initiating the reason for this, right? Binance US, a unit of the company's a company that's regulated by the Treasury Department and Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, said in a tweet that it's not affected by the suspension. Thus, the move applies only to non-US customers who transfer money to or from our bank account in dollars. Okay, so again, you gotta read through the fine print, right? So it's not your everyday or your average US customer who is using USD, right? It's for international clients, I guess you could say, international clients who are transferring USD, right? Now I can get this, the whole scenario, right? Maybe we want to stop on money laundering, right? Maybe we want to stop on illegal activity. Makes sense, but you need to make that more clear in the headlines. We cannot just read a headline like this because, for example, let's say, for example, I'm a US customer and I've got money in, and I know it's in USD, obviously, and I go ahead and I have stuff holding in Binance. And I simply read that headline and I get some notification or I see something on Twitter, I'm going to immediately jump to sell my positions and take my money out, right? Not knowing that I might not have been affected by this halt, this stoppage of transfers, right? So get it. That's the one thing about the media. They're going to always twist it for the headlines. They're going to always twist it for the clicks. They're going to always twist it so they get some more reads, right? And what does it do? It creates mass panic and mass hysteria, which is not good when you talk about momentum assets. And crypto is a highly momentum asset, meaning any type of news is going to drive the play either up or down. Any type of mass hysteria is going to drive the price either up or down depending on the news. Again, let me know what you guys think about this. Binance US net dollar outflow was over $172 million for the day based on the data from it's from DeFi Llama. That represents a tiny amount of money for the company that has $42.2 billion worth of crypto assets, right? So they, 172 million ain't shit, right? So we still overwhelmingly net positive on deposits, the spokesman said. Outflows always tick up when prices start to level off following a bullish market swing like we saw last week when users take profits. So they are trying to say that users are just taking profits, right? Are they? Maybe. But let's look at the price right now, currently trading at 327. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, big high here back in November, followed by the big drop. Then we had a nice little pop here, obviously a lower high, followed by a bigger drop. Then we had our nice last rally to start to 2023, right? So big rally to start to 2023, kind of slowly climbing up here, but we are still putting in lower highs, right? We're still putting in lower highs. Until we get over that 350, 360 price point on Binance, we can't really say that we're in a bull market. We can't really say that the bottom is in. I could see us getting rejected here and coming back down to a price of around 300, but anything below 300, I would look out. Again, let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear you guys' comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.